Hello, so if the paranormal tag video was awkward and weird, then I have no idea what this video is gonna be like, because this is the 21 questions tag. So I'm gonna need some good vibes coming in. Question 1 is, what background of witchcraft do you practice? Sea witchcraft, folk magic, kitchen, green, cottage hearth witchcraft. I don't know if I do practice traditional witchcraft, but I'm very much inspired and influenced by that line. I do want to try and practice more of traditional witchcraft, but again, I'm not sure if I do, but it's based around that area. Question 2, what is your favourite witchy thing to do? Incense making, oil making, going outside and with a cup of tea, preferably a herbal tea, and just sitting outside for a little while, thanking the gods, thanking the beings around, thanking nature for the way it is. Just being in that moment, taking in that moment and looking at the scenery around me, listening to everything going on and just being in that season as well. Question 3 is, what is your favourite type of magic you like to do? Folk magic, sea magic and candle magic. I don't know if Reiki would count, because it's some form of healing magic. So if it does count, then Reiki as well. Number 4 is, name your top 5 herbs. Lavender, rosemary, chamomile. What? Lavender, rosemary, chamomile, mint. And I'm going to say mugwort, I think. Number 5, what is your favourite type of divination? Tarot or oracle cards? That is my most favourite, and if I had to choose a second one, it would be runes as well. Number 6, how did you come to practice witchcraft? Through my brother. When he was younger, he was interested in paganism and witchcraft and tarot, and he had a few books around the house, and I would often look through them. Even though I didn't understand what they were saying, I always loved the pictures that they had in there, and always thought, I want to be that when I'm older, the man holding the wand. So yeah, it's just through my brother, really. Number 7, are you in a coven or solitary? I am definitely solitary. I don't know if there are any other pagans or witches around my area. I know there are a few quite some miles away, but not really in this town. People seem to be very hush-hush about it. I know there are spiritual people around, but not really saying that they are witches or they practice witchcraft. And also with my social phobia, it makes it very difficult for me to go out the house because of all the attacks I'll get and stuff, so I'm definitely solitary. Number 8, what is your favourite Esbat, Sabbat or solstice? I would say the new moon is my favourite phase, because the full moon drives me insane when it comes to my sleep. The 3 days around full moon, I cannot sleep at all. It just messes with my sleep pattern and it just drives me nuts. and the new moon, I seem to sleep a lot more at ease around that time. For festivals, I would say Amok and Samhain. Samhain definitely, because it helps me be more so in touch with my ancestors, and Amok because I like to see spring arriving, I guess. Number 9, what is your favourite witchy movie? Practical Magic and The Witches, the one where the witches turn the children into mice. I absolutely adore that movie. What is your favourite witchy book? Reference or fiction? I don't really have a lot of books that are just fiction or anything like that, but for reference, I keep this book in its packaging because I don't want to ruin it. And it's this book. Some of you are probably going nuts, and some of you are probably wondering why that book. If you have this book on your Amazon wish list, then you will understand, and if you don't, this book is out of print, and some people put it for sale for about 200 up quid, 250 odd quid for this book, and I managed to get it for about £11. I'm even scared to hold this book. It is out of print. They're never going to bring it back, they say, and it's a very rare book to have, and people have recommended it all the time, and even holding it now, my heart is racing thinking I'm going to end up ruining it. It is absolutely amazing, and if you can ever get a hold of it, then I suggest doing so. I'm shaking holding it, holy moly. It's just another reference book, I guess, telling you how this person practices their craft and goes around the moon cycles and things like that. Some people have said if you are more into your traditional witchcraft or folk magic, then this book would be really good for you. And yeah, I absolutely love it, and I'm going to put it away now because I'm starting to get really scared in case I damage it. But for 11 quid, I mean, that's a total bargain for that book, so I'm well pleased. Question 11. What is your favourite witchy show? Charmed or Sabrina the Teenage Witch? Freaking love that show, and I'm starting to collect the DVDs for it. Number 12. What is your favourite colour and what does it mean to you? I have two favourite colours. One is purple, because I find purple can help me with my confidence, especially going outside. I've got purple glasses that I sometimes wear, especially when I go out, that they make me become a different person entirely, and something about purple just helps me with my confidence. I don't know if it's because of amethyst being purple or connected with the colour purple, and amethyst can help me feel confident as well. My other favourite colour is green. Not really sure why, it's just I like the colour and it's pretty colour. Number 13. What type of animal, creature, person is your spirit guide and or totem animal? For me, I don't really use the term totem animal because, well, I pretty sure I don't have any Native American heritage, so I don't really like using that term when it's really for them, really, for me, in my own opinion. But I do have animal guides. One of my oldest guide is a wolf, and the newest is a toad, Mr. Toad. He is the best at the moment for me. I was quite shocked when I found out that I had a toad as a guide, because I never thought I would ever have a toad, as I didn't really like them. But since working with him, I'm starting to enjoy being around toads and frogs and all that. My other guides are, one is my granddad, I believe, and another one is from another life. I know that might sound strange, but I had a past life regression and I saw this guy, and it seems like he has been with me for a very long time throughout what life I've ever been in. And so he's still with me. He has some issues that I need to try and work out with him, and it sounds odd, but it makes sense to me when speaking with him. But I've nicknamed him Mr. Nasty because he has a very negative presence about him. When things start to go wrong in the house, I know that it's him nearby, and when I start to get, for no reason really, get really angry, I know he's coming along and things like that. I'll notice when he's about. But he helps me a lot, especially when it comes to negative spirits and things like that. So yeah, most of my guides are human spirits, and I just have a wolf and a toad as a guide. I was told I had a butterfly as a guide, but I've never really felt the presence of a butterfly coming through yet. So I'll just have to see for the future, really. Number 14, how many lives do you think you have had? I want to say about 4 so far. That's the number I'm getting, so I'm just going to go with the number 4. 15, how many... No. Read number 14 there. 15, what is your element? What element am I drawn to? Or what element am I because of my star sign? If it's through my star sign, then I guess water. But if it's what element I'm drawn to, I would definitely say earth and water. Lately I've been getting into those 2 elements a lot, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Number 16, what is your astrology sign, which is Pisces? 17, who is your goddess and god? I have 5 deities that I work with. Bri, Kalalea, and Anya, Lur, and Nordens. And Bri being the house deity for me, and the other 4 are the deities that I work at different times of the year. Number 18, what is your favourite crystal? Amethyst. It's the stone that I've always had when I was little. My older sister had found or was given an amethyst cluster when she was younger, and that is probably the first crystal that we had in our house, and I would always go to it and play with it, and it's been there ever since, and I've got it on my shrine, and I just absolutely love the feel of it, and my whole family love it really. We always get a nice feel off it. Number 19, what is your favourite witchy tool? I'm not sure about that. Probably the wooden spoon when it comes to my kitchen witchcraft. Seashells when it comes to my sea witchcraft. And probably a pen or pencil generally, because I got in paper because I love to write things down. I love to write spells, my thoughts, where my spirituality is going, and just things like that. And especially my mind, because without my mind I wouldn't really be able to do that much, really. Number 20, what is your favourite witchy craft you do? Incense making and oil making. I am wanting to get more into candle making, fabric work and knitting. 21, shout out to your top 5 witches you watch on YouTube. Number 1, I would say Avalon's Spiritual Odyssey, Bramble 1976, Sammy's Spirit, Key Candles and Hagstones, sorry, and number 5, Ember Honey Raven. And that is pretty much all the questions done. I don't know how awkward that was or how long. I apologise if it's super duper long. But if you want to do this, then you can. You're all tagged, whoever watches this. And yeah.